Hey, it's Ace,
and Chase.
and welcome back to the Anime Cafe. Yo, I nearly fucked up.
What happened?
The intro. I nearly fucked up the intro. Wait. All right.
Man,
How you been doing, Chase?
Horrendous.
Oh,
This is probably okay. Let me not be dramatic and say like worst
Horrendous.
3 weeks of my life, but it's feeling like it right now. So yeah, horrendous week. But we're here doing the podcast. Love to be here.
Are you okay?
Man, let's just say
To be determined.
if I kill no.
Whoa.
But,
Oh.
Basically what happened this was already a super busy week from like things for my job and things that's not my job I had to do. But to make it worse, my car broke down. Over something. It had something to do with the coolant, which, by the way, is something that the last 2 times my car had a problem was the coolant. I'm just so confused. Why the fuck am I still paying money to? The first 2 times was the oh fuck, I can't remember the name of it now. First 2 times was the same problem. No, first 2 times was the same problem. With the less than a year from each other, which is what like really pissed me off and made me still try to pay full price. But this time with just the coolant hose. However, we couldn't fix it till the next day. So I had to like leave my car where it was. Now, mind you, so I had to go pick up this piece. So I check in on my car when I went to go get it. When I was coming back, I check in on my car. The next day, I work early in the morning. I go to work at like 3 in the morning. So when I was going to work, I checked in on it. And then when I was coming back from work, I checked in on it. And then between when I last checked in on it and then my mechanic coming out to come fix the hose was about 2, maybe 3 hours. I pull up into the parking lot and I catch 2 people trying to break into my car, shattered my window, and then they skedaddled off. So now I have
kid?
No, they were grown men. So now,
told him like, yo, there's nothing in there.
Man, you know what? Let me keep that to myself. But now I have to cough up even more hundreds of dollars to get a fix. So yeah, I'm not in a good mood from this past week, but I am happy to be here for the cafe for the season finale. It sounds like we might be getting canceled soon.
Like what was it? Pops and Son?
Yeah.
Look, if you guys don't like and subscribe, we might not get our season 2.
But we might not get our season 2, guys. We are on the chopping block. Man, they don't even want to pay Jam anymore.
Yeah.
The higher ups is like, what do you guys gotta go?
Like, we're gonna decrease the budget for this season finale, and we're gonna take Jam off.
They say you can increase the budget, or we gotta take Jam. We gotta pick one.
Listen, so like, make sure you like and comment so we can bring Jam back. We're fighting for Jam.
We're under contract negotiations over Jam.
Listen, you guys don't understand how much we need Jam on here.
Yeah.
It can't just be the 3 of us.
It cannot be. They let us keep Craig, but Jam had to go. They're paying Craig $5 an hour. It's highly illegal, actually.
Yeah, it's not very rational. But here I thought she was gonna mention like because of the Nuggets. I thought that's why you was like you were in a bad mood. But damn, this sucks.
Oh nah. The Nuggets is gonna be a long series out of the way. It's been fun so far, so I'm not crashing out yet. I'd be more crashing out if it was like, if we were like getting swept right now. If we were down 0-2, I think that would have added to it. But so far, it's been fine. Game 3 tonight. We'll see how it goes. Game 3 tonight as a recording, not when you guys are watching.
As of April 24th.
Yes, sir.
Yes. But yeah, my week's been kind of smooth. I've been game 2 for the Pistons. Bro, we kind of choked game 1 away at the last quarter. And remember Chase, I said Pistons in 4. First I said Pistons in 5, but then I said Pistons in 4.
Right while I was drinking. Yeah.
All right. So what happened that I didn't think was gonna happen happened in game 1. I didn't think they was gonna get frazzled because then they just kept turning the ball over. We could have won that game. We could have been up 2. But hey, Pistons in 6 at the very most.
Pistons in 6 at the very most.
Yeah.
Hey man, I didn't upload the video yet. Long week, but man, I was right so far about the Pacers.
Oh yeah, Pacers. I thought like when I watched their first game, I was like, yo, they need Dame because they just like they can't have Giannis just facilitate the whole game and just trap him out. But no, when Dame came back, I was like, no, they still getting whooped.
Yeah,
bro,
I knew it. People, my friends been messaging me saying like, I cannot believe you're right about the Pacers. I'm telling y'all, hey man, people weren't ready for playoff Hallie. I love people saying it's playoff Hallie, but bro's been like super bad. Whoa,
I know
the second game, the first game he's been.
Yeah, he's. It's not playoff caliber. It's the Pacers.
I gotta stick with my thing.
Yo, they're trying to turn Kuzma into the next Ben Simmons.
Well, Kuzma.
Bro, I was watching that game. I'm like, he had a free lane to the rim. The boy passed out. I was like, what?
Yeah. I always thought Kyle Kuzma was a little.
I never liked Kyle Kuzma.
I don't want to say overrated.
Native. Overhyped.
I mean,
no, he was never overhyped.
He was a Laker.
Yeah.
So obviously every single Laker player legitimately gets like this superstar treatment. I always felt like he wasn't that good. He was just playing with LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
So I'm not too surprised. I am surprised that he just didn't do anything that first game. I would have expected something from him. He just didn't do anything. I'm a little surprised about that. I do feel like it's crazy that they traded Chris Middleton away from him. But hey, you have to do something. And real quick, I guess the last thing I want to say, excuse me, I feel bad for Sengun on the Rockets. I'm not sure what the final stats were, but when I checked on it, I was like, bro, it's in like a Jokic and Giannis simulator right now. It was like him versus the entire Warrior.
I don't know. They put something Jalen Green turned up.
I did see that. I did see Jalen Green go crazy at some point. Yeah, the last time I checked before the game was over, I was like, this nigga is quite literally in a Jokic and Giannis simulator fighting for his life. But yeah, fun play.
Also, I hope Timmy's not too badly hurt.
Yeah.
But everything has been going how we thought it would kind of been.
Yeah, very surprised.
Yeah. Oh, the one thing that didn't go. We was really hoping for the Grizz.
Yeah. Oh shit.
We was like, bro, can't just do it.
After that first game, I was like, oh, Grizz is out of contention.
I was at work watching that first game. I was like, bro, what is this?
I was checking this.
They all lose like 50 in the playoffs.
Yes. There's oh man, my bad. I was a little too hopeful for the Grizzlies. I knew it was a long shot already. I think even then I was underestimating the Thunder Grizzlies game.
I was like, how you end up playing just to get dog walked for games?
I was like, the Grizzlies, maybe they can compete. They're probably going to get blown out by like 25.
Nah, I would have just lost that playing game. I was like, yeah, let's just go home.
Y'all did all
We're not
that.
about to get embarrassed. 4 games straight.
Y'all did this to yourselves too. Y'all legitimately fumbled that Warriors playing game.
No, Adam Silver put the call in. He's like, "Nah, we can't let Jai have anything. Don't give him any calls."
Nothing. Shay, I don't want to be a Shay hater. I'm just saying.
Is he
I
flopping?
wish. Well,
I haven't watched their game because after that first game, I haven't watched any of those games.
My point is just that there's just some players out here fighting for their lives that I bet wish they had his roster, bro. Shay has been just average so far, and they're still blowing out the Grizzlies. I just wish some people could have this type of talent around them.
Also, can we talk? I want to talk the next. Before I was coming into this game respectfully, but the Knicks fan base, they've been talking a little too reckless. First of all, Brunson's soft. He's so soft. I have never seen someone like.
And
just
that's Mr.
so
Clutch Player of the Year to you.
I don't go fuck. I have never seen somebody so actively try to foul bait in a playoff game. That just ruins like the playoff experience. Cause like, oh, everyone knows you're supposed to like they hold their whistle. Like you actually play series of basketball in the playoffs. Now you're just like looking for fouls. Like no one wants to see this shit. And then him like, and they're giving him these calls that's like obviously offensive fouls because you can't just pump faking and lean forward and like flop. What the fuck? Anyway, also Cat, where you at, Cat?
Has he been playing good?
No, not he hasn't really. He didn't show up. He didn't take a shot in like the second half. But no, the real person who I should be saying where they at. Where's this fucking Hart or what's this?
Josh Hart?
Yeah, where's Josh Hart at? All that shit he was talking game 1. Why?
Josh Hart like play basketball? Does he just like stand out there and like rebound and shit?
I don't know. For somebody who had a lot of shit to say during game 1, he didn't. I didn't really see him game 2. But anyways, hopefully we can take game 3. If we take game 3, I feel like the Knicks are going to be in panic mode. Because right now we're already at what we wanted, the very minimum we wanted in the playoff game. We just wanted to win a game to break the streak. At this point, we're playing with house money, super house money. Also, I feel bad for Jam. Imagine having your GM saying like, "I didn't know how much this player meant to the fan base."
You know,
that shit did not make sense.
Nico needs to be. Should I say that?
You keep implying it every time we talk about. Like, should I say that? Nah.
I think it needs to happen. You know, I'm not saying anybody should do it. However,
he's just saying like, I wouldn't be sad about it.
Exactly. I wouldn't be surprised, is all I'm saying. I'm not condoning it, to be clear. However,
like there's that's a valid crash out right there.
Exactly, man. Like me personally, I wouldn't take that. If I woke up
and they traded Jokic
and Jokic was gone, I would take that. I personally wouldn't take that. But hey. Y'all got me fucked up. I am not about to let my GM fucking make me watch fucking Kyle Kuzma, Jamal Murray ball, bro. You got me fucked up.
Bro.
with no picks? Hell nah, nigga. Cause I can't even get a Cooper flag. I'm not even asking for a generational talent, bro.
I'm just trying to get in the lottery. I'm not even in the lottery at this point.
Man, better be the Phoenix Suns fan, bro. You ain't got nothing.
They're trying to get
lottery, no play-in, no playoffs. Like, you're just a team. You're there. Out of the 30 teams, 29 of the teams are in the playoffs. We're in the play-in, or are in the lottery. The only team not in any of those is the Phoenix Suns.
The worst thing,
I couldn't do it.
Worst thing to be in sports is very mid. You can, if you're bad, okay, you can look forward to the draft. If you're good, you can look up the playoff. If you're mid, you're just sitting there like, the season is over.
I feel like it's even worse than mid. Like, you can't, like, they legitimately can't do, like, they can't, like, you can't watch the draft. You can't watch the play-in. You can't watch the play. Well, you can, of course. You can't watch the playoffs because, like, you're nothing.
Yes,
like,
you're in the middle of the road.
Nothing.
You're not going forward. You're not going backwards.
At least the Bulls could, like, when the Bulls were just being mid, well, they probably still are, but when the Bulls were being mid every year, at least they could, like, watch the draft. The Phoenix Suns just, man, I can't wait to see who we get for KD over the summer. Man, rest in peace, y'all, bro. But fuck you. Sons of Four guy, fuck you. Oh. I'm keeping myself. You just know, bro. My bad. You're not famous. Let me not wish harm upon you.
Damn. Anyways, I do want to bring up one thing. Yeah, any more basketball takes?
Nope.
I do want to talk. I want to get your opinion about like the WrestleMania. Did you just watch the main event, or did you watch the whole thing?
My car stuff was happening during both nights of WrestleMania, so I missed a lot of it, or not even a lot of it. I missed everything minus the John Cena match. I really was trying to watch it, but yeah, I was only there in time for John Cena versus Cody. For that match in particular, I didn't like it. I'm happy John won. I also did not know this wasn't John's last match, or just his last WrestleMania.
I think it is his last match.
No, it's his last WrestleMania. They were very specific. I asked many people.
His contract. Yeah, his contract ends in like 20 plus days.
No, it is in December.
Yeah, and he was talking about like that's what the short I sent you. Like he's like, yeah, I could just come up here and do promos.
I think he's definitely gonna have a last match. But yeah, that was crazy. I think the match itself was really boring.
I think they can spin it and make it work. Cause it was like cause first of all, this man got skin cancer, so I don't know what people thought he was going to do. He is not in his peak condition. But I think a lot of people was like upset about the Travis Scott part. And I'm like, they can spin it like, cause he already said like, yeah, I'm here to ruin WrestleMania, make it not fun for you guys.
But see, so people keep on saying this argument, and I hate it.
Oh, I have not heard someone.
So many people, every time people like criticize this match, everyone's like, well, he's been saying it all these weeks that he's gonna ruin wrestling. I'm like, but we're here to be. I'm so confused. This is such a weird like argument. When at the end of the day, even if your gimmick is I'm here to ruin wrestling, you should still try to make it entertaining in a way.
I was saying that just to like save face on it, like, but
the only thing I didn't like about the Travis, well, actually, I hated the whole thing, but the reason why I hated Travis Scott so much is just the fact that John Cena made history, and is always going to now be tied to the fact that Travis Scott got him that title, pretty much, which is what I'm not a big fan of.
Bro is living his, listen, he did what we said we were going to do.
Yeah, if Cody looks like he was too close to win. And look, I'm not giving Travis Scott credit. Fuck him. But
someone had to do it. I would have did it.
I think Josh should have just won.
Yeah, Travis Scott lived on his dream.
At least like
He's like, bro, I want to be in a wrestling match.
At least like I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. Like I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people who'll be like, yeah, John Cena won 17 titles, and that's where we're just gonna end that sentence. But it's always gonna have that little asterisk of like he won his 17th title. Holy shit, he won his 17th title with a Travis Scott interference, and it's just like, what is happening? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Travis Scott inclusion. But overall, I was happy.
The Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins was like hype as fuck.
I heard.
Bro, I did not see that. I was towards the end. I was like, oh, they're going to play out this gimmick again, like where they give Roman Reigns the chair to hit Seth again. I was like, all right, we've seen this last WrestleMania, but that knee drop by Paul Heyman, nut. Like the nut punch him was wild.
I didn't like how he moved his arm around.
I was like, he's a little too.
I was like, I don't think that's doing more damage at this point.
I was like, bro, he's dropping to his knee because he's like, bro, I just violated. No. I was like, he put a little too much oomph into that. But yeah, that was good. I like a lot of the matches that I said I felt it was gonna win happened. So hey, if he was listening to it, maybe I should be a promoter. Maybe I should be a GM for WWE. Hey, if you're listening, hit us up. But I think there's one more thing before we actually start diving into the news. Because it's been a long week, and me and Chase haven't really talked that much, so we just kind of catching up. How do you... You seen the stuff with Shannon Sharpe?
You know, I never want to like get old enough where I get that like brain worm that makes me want to date women like over half my age. Is all I want to say about Shannon Sharpe real quick.
Those messages?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I didn't. I've been avoiding Shannon Sharpe like the plague. I've heard some messages though.
Those messages were wild. Bro, I feel like someone was racially motivated. But I think I heard someone put a good point onto it. It's not that hearing all this, we're more disappointed in like the women he goes after. Like, you get all this money and these are the girls you go for. You need some help.
You need something.
And I think this is like, I think the second one within a year. It was like the leak video.
It's like him and Shaq too. Yeah, I don't ever want to get to like their age where I'm just like, you suddenly just start fucking simping for like 19 and 20-year-old girl. I'm not even saying that because of like a morality type factor or anything. I just think like it's super weird.
Listen, I get it. Like at my age now, if I talk to girls like 18, 19, I can already feel like the disconnect. I was like, bro,
that's what I mean.
We don't be talking about the same stuff.
When I be like talking to, like, for example, we have a friend, Nin. How old is he turning now?
Nin just turned.
He's turning
21.
He turned 21 in May.
Yeah.
Birthday bros.
Shout out to Nin.
Shout out to Nin. There was times when he was like 18 or 19. He's 20. I'm 4 years older. I'm 5 years older than him. Yeah. Am I doing that right? Yeah. I'm 4 years older than him. We have the same birthday. So yeah, when he was like 18, 19, I was already thinking like, man, we are not in the same.
Yeah. Like, it's like once you get to that point in your age, it's like, huh, this is what they're talking about, huh? Like, 'cause when I was young, I was like, I don't understand why older girls just annoy those baby eating shit. So I'm like, all right, young buck.
Shannon Sharpe. Yeah, I want to say like Michael Jackson released Thriller when Shannon Sharpe was her age, and just like, what are you guys talking about? Like, minus like, fuck it. What do you guys like talk about?
You see that last you see that lake? No,
Like, game. What you guys be using these days? TikTok? Yeah, my daughter talked to me about TikTok. Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
You see me on TV? I got all these shorts and stuff. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, this is like legitimately, even outside the morality factor and all that, it's just like, come on, bro. If me and Faith can feel it now, it's like you have to be feeling it.
I'll imagine you probably feel it about people our age.
Exactly.
It's like, even like when I watch TV and I see like and I see like younger people, I'm like, you don't know shit. I seen like a clip, or not a clip, like a part of like Love and Lockup, and the girl's like 21, and she's like, I'm gonna quit doing like this beauty school and stop learning how to do hair, because like it's like too much for me. Like, I can't handle, like, I don't want not to be there for just to come home 20 minutes from her boyfriend, and like it's like a lot. She can't cook and go to school, and like I'm just listening to this like, then how the fuck y'all making money? You think just everyone else don't go through this? Bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I dated someone who was like 22 like last year, and I'm like, bro, all you want to do is just like, I hate to say it, but kiss shit. I'm like, bro, I don't want to I don't want to go on like 50 fucking movie dates every week. I don't want to go sit by the park and look outside. I'm like, bro, I gotta make money. I gotta go to work. I got shit to do. But hey,
he's not gonna go make money.
I was like, you just want to spend money. I need money. Anyways, all right. I'm sure we can find some clips out of this. Anyway, let's move on to the news. All right.
Oh, here. So I just got the text. They're still wondering. Sorry, they're still debating on if they should renew us for a season 2.
Yeah, they sent the text to like that last part right there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They're like, I don't know. This is really bringing down your chances. So I don't know, man. Maybe we'll gotta see to the end of the episode. So stay tuned and see if we're gonna come back for season 2 or not.
All right. Our first bit of news is author of the beginning of the end talks about after the manga gets clowned on for its animation. So it's bad when people are already setting up like, bro, this will be looking cooked before it even comes out. And now the author has to like, bro, I gotta defend my title. Or is he defending his title? Let's see.
Well, go to the second news.
The second news?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's I get that. I'm gonna lead into that, but this is about the authors personally. So pretty much. Oh, all right. The author of beginning of the end, TurtleMe. That's his name.
Yeah.
or their name, addressed the fans on Reddit following the strong negative backlash to the animation production that premiered April. Things have gotten loud. He admitted thanking fans and actually I wonder. This is a Korean manga? Yeah, I believe so. So support over the years and recording and recounting the history of the series development. He said that with this, the original novel series and the comic adaptation, he's fully involved, contrasting against his current situation. So he learned that in the anime industry, it's very rare for creators to have a say in deciding the ins and out of when it comes to the interpretation of the anime. So that's interesting. Not every anime author or manguas. What is it called?
Manhwa.
Okay. No, the author for manga or manga. Manguas. Mangaku. Gets a role within the anime.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised anyone, minus like
Oda and it's like Oda, Naruto. We lost.
Well, I remember hearing that Kishimoto got more inspired by the anime on how to now, or how to then, like draw his panels, I think, or how to do his paneling. So I'm assuming he didn't have much to say about the anime back then. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yeah, even with Bleach, a lot of people harp on Bleach anime, but like, bro, towards the end before it came back, in like the manga, they was rushing him doing the manga. So the anime is rough. How do you feel about this? Because you want to be like a author. So does this imbue confidence in you? Or
yeah, because it's just kind of different between adapting and like making something original. I think it'd be crazier if like this creator was making an anime, like specifically just like, I'm making an anime, this is the anime, and they had no say about how it looks. Versus like, you know, like how people make Marvel comics, and they don't probably really have a say on how the MCU adapts said comics. So I'm not too surprised that they really don't have a say in how their creation looks. I do feel bad though, because I feel like people should have a say in how like the stories look and feel.
Like looking, like if you scroll down to like the screen, I guess like the title card of like the for the anime, and you scroll all the way back up to what the manga look like, those do not like the same people.
The only reason why I know this, excuse me, because I've never heard this anime before, but I'm pretty sure I've seen clips of it on Twitter, and I just kept on scrolling because I didn't know what it was. And from what I remember from the clips, it does look pretty bad.
Like I've heard of the beginning of the end. I've never checked that out. Hey, season 2, if you guys want me to like do a review of it, let us know. Maybe that'll get us a season 2.
Well, a movie night, or you specifically doing a review?
Me specifically.
Because the only thing that's on the line here is the Café. The other shows are still getting greenlit, I've heard.
They didn't tell you? Oh. They didn't tell you about I might be next on the chop. Anyway.
I can't do another channel by myself. But yeah. So from the clips I've seen, it did look the greatest. I can agree on that.
So leading into the next bit of news that kind of like plays into it, they set up a pretty much a petition to get the anime redone. I think the last time I seen this was like with the Sonic movie. When you do something so badly They're like, nah, redo this shit.
I feel bad for the creator and for the fans. The best you can hope for is next season just looks better. If they're gonna cancel it, they're not going to redo it.
All right, so they put like this decision maker. What is what I talked today? The decision makers. Crunchyroll has not. Studio A Cat has not. But let's see. Supporters. I've read manga 3 times and the novel. Nah. So they're getting like a lot of support now. They're posting videos.
Signatures, man.
Maybe I have to put one thing up there.
That looks nice. Yeah, man. Do it for the cafe. We gotta show our support for the community.
But
we're kind of big time.
Yeah, we're gonna next time you see the petition, you're gonna see supported by Anime Cafe.
Yes. This is supported by the Anime Cafe. Yeah, I mean, look, I am willing to be delightfully surprised if they do listen to the fans, cancel it, redo it, and re-release the first season, and it looks much better. Like, apparently how the art looks, because the art does look nice.
Mm-hmm.
I would be very shocked. I think at best, maybe season 1 ends, they come back in like 5 years, and season 2 looks amazing.
Yeah. Because listen, they didn't do that shit for Berserk. They didn't do this shit for One Punch Man.
I would be shocked, bro.
Like redo the whole first season. Y'all should damn right.
Exactly.
How much money this costs just to do?
No, let's be real. Let's come back to reality. Yeah, I would be shocked. But hey, if they do it, man, good job.
All right, heading into our next bit of news. After 57 years, one anime classic series is getting a modern Western reboot. And do you know what it is, Chase?
Let me guess. Oh, well, I'm assuming it's Speed Racer because it's right next to.
Okay, yeah, it's Speed Racer.
I was legitimately going to guess, and now I look to the right, and I just see Speed Racer right there.
This is actually kind of interesting because, like, when I think of the classic animes and shows, I do include Speed Racer, and for it not to have like a remonetization till now is like kind of interesting.
Speed Racer is such a banger. They have one of the, I say it. I think one of the few like really good live action adaptation because they really play up the ridiculousness of what Speed Racer is. This is just called Speed Racer? Yeah, from 2008. That movie was a banger, bro.
Yeah, because like they that I like the new style kind of.
Oh, sorry, it's made by the sisters who made the Matrix movies.
Oh, the original movie?
Yeah,
I mean, not the original.
Huh. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it looks sick. But yeah, man, you excited for Speed Racer remake?
I like the
continuation.
It's a reboot. I kind of like the style, like his new look.
Yeah,
like his old look is iconic, but it's like, bro has no aura. He has no aura.
Look, cutie patootie.
Yeah, he looks too.
Hey man, I guess that was the vibe back in the 60s. 60s is crazy.
Yeah.
60s is such a crazy number, but at the same time,
Well, the color
palette doesn't sound that far away. You like count.
Yeah. Like there's no irises in his eyes. Everything is just like one shade. There's no shading. This up here, This is Aura. I even like the new. It's I guess more like Metro look. I guess that would be like the style. I would say.
The lady in the blazer is bad, bro.
You saw that Metro, was like, yes, I support that. They wouldn't do that in the 60s.
Exactly. They would not do this 60s.
Yo, 60s was like midriff. That's going too far. This is a kid show.
I'm convinced, man. It's time to have the conversation. What does the 60 Speed Racer do better than the 2025 Speed Racer?
Now I'm just looking for other stuff like. Let's see. Yeah, I can't see anything. I was like looking for anything else. Like, oh, they wouldn't have that in the 60s. Everything else is like, yeah. Monkey with clothes, very 60s. So they got some tried and true stuff.
Oh my god, it's Bubble.
Bubbles.
No one gets that joke. Never mind. I'm taking it back. Well, they will soon.
Hey, you know, you say that, and I thought about the other Bubbles.
Michael Jackson's Bubbles.
Yes.
That's what I meant.
Sure. All right. Next bit of news. We have Left Hand Layup, Chinese animated series coming to Crunchyroll on April 23rd. So came out yesterday, and it's a basketball.
I watched it.
You watched it?
No. Imagine if I did though.
Oh, I thought you watched the trailer. I kind of want to watch it right before break.
I'm looking at it.
You are?
These things are in there. Prison camp. Oh, it looks nice.
Is this going to replace Slam? I feel like there's Slam. There's the Kurikiko basketball.
Kuroko no basket.
Yeah, current. And then the last one we watched.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to watch that after. I just haven't had time. Okay.
How tall do you think these people are?
Probably like 5'7".
I could be in this league.
So
you know what? Let me stop. Let me not disrespect. Like, Young Me was not a good basketball player.
Was he?
He was tall.
He was alright. Yeah, he was good. Yeah. Michael, 2023.
Is it just crossovers and layups?
Wait, what? February 2023. This is from 2 years ago.
This is from 2 years ago? Oh yeah, this trailer is old. I just realized that.
The anime premiered in China in February 2023, with the second part released in December 2024. I guess maybe it just finally got here on Crunchyroll.
Oh.
So obviously this is not Kuroko no Basket level, but do you think it's closer to like a person has a passion for basketball and wrote the story?
That's what I'm trying to look.
What if I made basketball to an anime type of story?
So far, like looking at this,
I think maybe it's like sort of in the middle. I guess they were kind of doing some crazy shit, but not like crazy shit enough. It's not Kuroko no Basket. I love Kuroko no Basket, but they just had straight up superpowers in that anime. Which, by the way, for anybody who did you watch Kuroko no Basket?
Yeah.
I
didn't really like it.
You did it? I loved it. But I need to know.
It got too much superpowers for me. But
I need to know how goated NBA players are. That has to be an event. You know how like the joke is always in those tournaments in Dragon Ball, like it's kind of dangerous to just be a viewer. I feel like it'd be the same way for NBA games in that universe.
You
Like,
can
if
just
these
like
high school students were doing this, fucking the fucking LeBron versus Steph finals must have been like earth-shattering game.
every time it's a playoff game, it's just going crazy.
Exactly.
People are losing their lives. People getting landed on.
Like, it has to be the craziest games of all time.
But yeah, I think it's probably someone who's like I think this is maybe someone who wanted to turn basketball into anime.
I'll probably watch it. I like sports anime.
All right, let me read the synopsis.
Okay.
The series description. Zhao Ningzi is an impassioned basketball phenom, hoping to become the best there ever was. His dream is to playing on the championship team as Dash when his sister accidentally enrolled him into the lowest ranked school. His similar sounding name now, yes, Zhao, and his ragtag group of friends have to prove themselves on the court against the top team talent.
Okay, so it's more like Kuroko no Basket.
Yeah.
I was thinking doing a March Madness thing where one game drops him off.
Bro, out here playing
I
like
I forgot.
He playing 2K by a league.
Yeah.
Also, he's number 33. That's kind of weird. 'Cause I'm 33 for a point guard.
I'm trying to think of the highest number I used for a point guard before.
Like, yeah, that's a weird. I think that's another like subtle thing within like the basketball community. Certain numbers do not look right on certain positions.
In 2K, I think the highest number I use for a point guard is 31. A shooting guard, I think, is 5. No, it's not. Sorry, not 31. 13. 13 for a point guard.
31 is high. Like maybe I was like maybe early 20s for a point guard, but
I did 13 for a point guard. The number 5 for a shooting guard, I think, is the highest I went. Small. I don't think small forward. I used
like 20s to 30s, right?
It was like 30 something. Power forward, I used 43, and then center I did 31. One of these days I'm gonna do like a really random ass number, like 67. I don't know if 70 is wild. Luka does 77. He goes hard with that 77.
But that's all like that's a rare case. But maybe next time we could do like a ranking of we watch them, and then like out of all the basketball animes, who has the better team?
Well, we got to take
realistically, without the superpowers in court.
Niggas were pulling.
Actually, it might be them anyways. It might be them anyways because they actually have like NBA talent level height.
Yeah, that is true. They are actually tall.
Yes.
And they're
tall and athletic, so they might be.
Yeah, they're pretty athletic. All these other basketball animes are like, we gotta kind of like use our skill too. They're like, nah, nigga, we are LeBron James.
We are the prototype. And we are the my characters y'all wish y'all were.
Exactly. They're like, yes, we are going to the league.
This is our build. You guys are just players.
Exactly.
Alright. Let's move on to our next bit of news. I feel like we talked about this. Do you want to take this one? This is season finale and a Sonic.
Oh my god. Sonic news. Sonic X Shadow Generations confirmed as Nintendo Switch 2 launch title. Damn, it was on the Switch. I did not know that.
Oh, wait. No, no, they're
originally-
not doing this. Charles,
Originally
they're gonna make me buy the Switch. No.
released last October on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox platforms, as well as the currently available Nintendo Switch 1, Sonic X Shadow Generations was a fantastic update to a modern classic. Modern is crazy. I'm getting old. Adding a brand new story that focuses on Shadow's past adventures. Sega revealed that Nintendo Switch 2 specific version was coming around the time of Nintendo Switch 2 direct broadcast earlier this month, but have provided next to no details about. Holy shit! You ever like talk, and your mouth just slowly fills more and more with spit?
Yes.
That was crazy. I was like, Jesus Christ. Blah blah blah. But have provided next to no details about what upgrades or new features this new release will include, if any. New comes via a Sega press release, which we included in full below. Sonic X Shadow joins a number of other titles that Sega's lining up for launch on Nintendo's new console. Cool.
I had to ask you, in Sonic X Shadow Generation, is there Charles Garden?
No.
Okay. So I don't have to get it. Thank God.
You know, the only thing I really gotta say about this is recently I was going to do a whole video on it. I don't know, for some reason I'm like really like picky about what I want to do videos on sometime. I was gonna do a video on it. I think it was IGN who released a top 10 Sonic video games recently. And they put Sonic X Shadow Generations #1. Oh wait, no, maybe they even just put Sonic Generation. No, I think they did Sonic X Shadow. And I thought it was like such a cop out because Sonic X Shadow Generations is just Sonic Generations, and they just added like a shadow aspect to it. I was like, I don't know, man. Feels like you're making the DLC #1 of the actual game. But yeah, that's all I want to say. Sonic X Shadow Generations, fun game. The shadow portion is cool, at least. Sonic Generations, the original, like really pissed me off when I was younger. I like quit playing the game for 3 years. I think it was on the 360 I have the game. If I ever turn it on, I'll take a picture of it. But you can see the achievements. The time period between my last achievement versus the very last one you get for beating the game is a 3-year gap, because the last level, I refuse to believe I was just ass, bro. It was glitched out. You're supposed to be supersonic to fight the final villain. And if you guys don't know, to remake Supersonic, you need to like collect coins. So it always got to a point where I think it was the second, maybe even third stage, where I just like there was no more coins. They were not giving you any coins, and like the big bad wasn't doing any of his cycle of attacks. So you're just flying. No coins are coming. So I eventually got a supersonic. I will fall to my death, and it did that at least 10 times in a row. I was so pissed off, I quit the game, and then years later, I finally jumped on again, and then finally the game continued. Yeah, unglitched. Like, I'm being so dead ass. Suddenly there was coins, and suddenly he kept on attacking me, so I could fight back. So yeah, there's like a 3-year gap between 2 achievements for that game. Yeah, it's a fun game. I haven't played Sonic X Shadow Generations yet, but from what I've seen, Sonic Hub, I think his name, or Sonic Central, is a Sonic YouTube channel. I watched them play it. Very, very fun looking game. Shadow seems fun to play.
I want to say two things. Just seeing this article, this gives me ick. The Nintendo Switch 1, don't put a 1 there. Just call it the Nintendo Switch. Second thing is, like, you see like the little icon for more on this website. Why is it him specifically?
What do you see that at?
Like on the Sonic Stadium.org website, where it say news, forums, wiki, the or icon. That character. Why do you use him? Yeah, the more icon.
Do you not like Mighty?
No, I don't mind him, but like I wouldn't expect him to be there.
Because people really love Mighty. I don't really understand the love for him, but people like really love Mighty.
Yeah, like because I'll see like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. When I seen this, I was expecting like maybe Amy or maybe I don't know who, but I was like him. I was like, huh. That's interesting. Oh, get your bag.
Get his bag. This is the only time he's gonna make an appearance for it.
I know. All right, heading into our next bit of news, our penultimate bit of news. GameStop reveals the trade-in value for Nintendo Switch when pre-ordering.
I
We
can't
was
believe
talking
we're
about
talking about the Nintendo Switch. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Continue.
Bro. It's getting to a point where I feel like the Nintendo Switch is Thanos.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. Because, like, as the days go by, I'm just thinking about, like, I'm going to have to get one of these, aren't I? And buy these games. Because, like, I'm thinking about the games that's going to come out. I'm like, you fucking Nintendo.
I'm just going to, like, quote unquote, steal someone's. If a Pokemon game comes out, play that real quick, return it, go about my day.
Something like that's Pokemon. I'm thinking like, what if they had like a new Sonic Child Garden game? I'm thinking Nintendo Switch 2 Sports. I'm like, bro, don't do this to me, Nintendo. So Nintendo Switch, the trade-in value for the different versions. So I'll go over it. For the Switch LED, which didn't that just come out last year too?
Mm-hmm.
What a waste of money. People who bought that, you can get up to 175 trading credit. Isn't the Switch like 450 or 500? So you don't get a quarter of it.
These credits aren't really. I mean, like I guess it makes a good dent, but like.
It's like
it's not enough for me. At least.
It makes it to like what the actual price of it should be.
Yeah. It's
so
the Switch 1 version.
So the Switch V1 or V2 is the trading credit is going to be $125. Switch Lite is going to be $100. Loki, I forgot there was a Switch Lite.
I didn't. For some reason, someone asked me before if I had the Switch. I said yeah. And I'm like, yeah, what you got, like the Switch Lite? And like it's a fine question, but in my head, I'm like, why was that the first one you went to?
Yeah.
I was like, if I was talking about a 3DS, like, oh, what you got, like the 2DS? Like, why would that be the first you assume?
They saying like you ain't got
the 3DS. Like,
this is okay, like, you can't for the actual full version console.
They're right.
Usually you just say like, which one? But anyways, so yeah, you ready for the Nintendo Switch 2 Lite?
Yeah, I will be getting that. For the first time, I might be finally getting the off-brand version or something.
Yeah. Man, it's so expensive being a gamer. Okay. Oh wait, this has a webcam? Oh yeah, I did see that in the oh, that's not gonna end well. For Nintendo Switch. Ooh. Yeah, that's actually I do want to talk about that. The whole webcam thing for Switch. That's new. Cause Nintendo usually like to restrict your multiplayer access with people. Like, wasn't it like just so recently where you could like talk to people through multiplayer?
They had it for the Wii.
Did they?
Yes. I can't remember. I want to say it was like some type of like thing you had to buy, like a little piece or some shit. I definitely remember, right? Yeah, I want to say I definitely remember my mom having this because she's a big Animal Crossing fan. I want to say she talked to people through some type of Wii mechanic for.
I know they had that on the DS Switch, the DS series, but like I feel like after like Call of Duty on the Wii, they're like, no, we can't do this. It's when you talk to people online. And so they just like no voice chat.
Yeah.
Like, jumps
The
and
We
stuff.
Speak. The We Speak. Yes, this is
I've
it.
never heard of that shit. We Speak.
Yeah. Where you at? There you are. It was this. I was like, I
What
remember
the fuck
like
is this
some
shit?
type of piece or something that you use.
I have
This
never
is how
heard
you
of
used
this.
to talk to people on the Wii.
What is this? This looks like
How
a
old-
mouse.
How old are you right now? You're 27?
28.
28? So you were like 10. So I don't think. Well, I don't know. I would assume you wouldn't remember that. That's horrible math. Wait. You're 11? 11. 12?
When did it come out?
It came out November 16th. Sorry. November 16th, 2008.
So I would have been 11.
Yeah. Yeah, I vaguely remembered this. Because I remember there's like something. I remember this specifically, but I thought maybe that was something else. But yeah, it was this on top of our TV. And she'll like talk to her Animal Crossing friends as they visit each other's islands or some shit.
I have never seen this. I usually in tune with like the accessories for game consoles. I have never seen this in a day of my life. Cause I know like the bongos that you have, the Gran Turismo actual like heart scenes for like some of the PlayStation and the Xbox, and like I have never seen this accessory. But okay, look at you, Switch. Bet the camera gonna be like $40 and it's gonna be cheap quality.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Into our last bit of news: Switch 2 pre-order are hitting historical levels. Bro, it's not been out. I mean, you can't even pre-order it yet. Is it like, oh, okay? Many worry that the introduction of U.S. tariffs
Starts tonight.
starts tonight. Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh no, it started midnight of today, so it's already started.
The global market with where's this? I thought it was supposed to come out like pre-orders were supposed to be open up like June.
Now pre-orders was April. They pushed it back because of the tariffs talks and all that. I definitely remember earlier in April was the pre-order start date.
Are you gonna pre-order it?
No, there's no games on it yet. No, because I've never been a big fan of the racing games. So even like the Sonic racing game wasn't really like me. There's no games on it yet that really makes me want to buy it. Maybe when a new Pokemon game comes out, Sonic Frontiers 2 probably gonna happen. Maybe when like those games are like closer to being released on it, I might cop it. But for now, there's just nothing on it that's moving me.
I might cop it, depending on like how the pre-orders are. If it's like I can like pay in increments, maybe that my wallet wouldn't feel as hurt as compared to paying it fully. But
a payment plan. I know my job. If I probably if there was like an actual game, because so far it's just like Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, etc. And they're also adding,
the Nintendo game, Cube games, right?
Yeah, and also the bigger games that people like to play, like not Skyrim. What am I thinking of? Elden Ring? I want to.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, Elden Ring, shit like that. It's just like it's either games that I'm not too interested in, or like games I can play right now on my other consoles or my computer even. So yeah, that's the only reason why I'm not trying to get her at this very second.
Here's the one thing I'll say, like, they might play themselves with the limited amount of titles on it initially. They might end up happening like with the PlayStation 5, where it's like, yeah, you get the console, but you ain't got shit to play on it.
Yeah.
And that might hurt them, but hey, I'll get it if you guys. And I'll set up a stream too. For the Mario Racing, if you guys want to see that, that might be fun.
He'll play with you. Yes, you back home. All you have to do is sign up for our new coin, the Café coin.
Did you get another text message about that, or I didn't get that text? I don't know what he's talking about, guys.
No. I'm looking out for us where we inevitably get canceled.
Oh,
it's not looking good. The texts aren't looking good right now. Check out the Cafe coin. I promise we will not rug pull you.
hit our Kickstarter.
Our Kickstarter. I promise we will not party in the Bahamas.
Maybe we should do a Kickstarter for like quality boost. Like maybe get so we could pay to get like a few things, or I don't know. We'll think about that. Oh wait, I just got another text from the higher ups. Oh, they just said like we're pushing it. Like we're they said do we not remember what happened with season 0 where they tore down the whole cafe?
Like, we give you a chance one time already. You can't beg for a second one.
All right, that's all the news we have for today. So we're gonna get into our segment 3, and
segment 3.
This is gonna be a short one. Me and Chase kind of came up with an idea to do this. I know Jam said like maybe recap some of the moments in the last 11 episodes.
Holy shit! Why does the Google Doc says anonymous Nyan cat? Oh, wow. Jesus, Google! I need you to come to the year 2025.
You never seen that part before?
No,
I've seen it.
I need to get rid of it. I need to get rid of it.
Hold on,
they're trying to come back to reality.
Yours is the anonymous pumpkin.
Ooh, I hate pumpkins.
So segment 3, we're gonna do shows that deserve like a season 2 or another season.
Another season.
Do you want to start off, or how many did you come up with?
I had 3. I think I forgot one. So I'm gonna go with 2. Well, I don't know. I feel like we just talk until we're done.
Yeah.
But my first one is I want another Young Justice. Young Justice was a very good, fun cartoon. That season 1 was definitely the best season, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Bar none, even I would say. Even though I don't think any of the other seasons came close to what season 1 was, I did appreciate that was slowly turning into an animated DC universe. I thought that was very fun. And I kind of, like, I don't know. Part of me is like, I don't want another season, specifically because the creator himself was like, yeah, man, we don't really have an ending in mind. The idea was always just kind of go on till, the story just ends one day. And I don't like the sound of that. But so I guess I would like multiple more seasons. But at the same time, I just really like the cartoon enough that I would appreciate another season to just enjoy the characters again.
Mm-hmm. I did your honorable mention, Velma. But seriously, one of mine was like Tamagotchi game. I don't know if you've seen that one.
No.
So pretty much think of Squid Games, the anime. It was pretty fire. Like I didn't get to solve apparently it keep going on in the manga, but I didn't get to solve who was responsible for like their group of fans having to play this deck game.
Oh, you know what? I didn't watch or read this, but I did watch a YouTube video about it.
Yeah, it's pretty fire. I liked it.
They were trying to solve the mystery before it was revealed.
I'm still trying to solve the mystery. Bro had the. He's like, bro, what's more important to me, money or friendship? That's a tough question. But that's. I also wanted to see season 2 of Trapped in a Dating Sim.
What?
Trapped in a dating sim.
Trapped in a dating sim.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the anime. It was like a little nice slice of life kind of guy. He get isekai'd into a video game that his sister wanted him to play, the beat, because he was good at video games. So he get isekai'd into that, and now he's like, I just want to live my life as like a background character. Funny enough, his sister got isekai'd into the same world with him, and now they're apparently so she's going after all the himbos, and he's just unintentionally collecting the main character and the female villain lead. But hey,
she's so real for that. Let's see. My next one. Oh, Scooby-Doo, Mr. Incorporated. I think the best Scooby-Doo cartoon. I think.
What's Scooby-Doo is kind of up there.
This is definitely second place. I understand. I mean, what's new Scooby-Doo?
I haven't seen
just
Mr. Incorporated. So like my thing was like, what's new Scooby-Doo? So
what's new Scooby-Doo is like pretty much what everybody grew up on, us included. So I'm not surprised people will have that number one or anything. But yeah, Mr. Incorporated is probably.
Maybe I have to check out Mr. Incorporated.
It's very good, man. I think, like, part of me is I understand why it ended when it ended, because it kind of feels like where could you go after that? But at the same time, I want to see where you could go after that season. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I said this before, I say it again. That time period was like really good at just making good as reimaginings, I guess, of some classic shows. Scooby-Doo, Mr. Incorporated was one, and then TMNT 2011, I think it was, or maybe it was 2011, was also very good adaptation of the TMNT.
I like that one.
Universe.
I did see like some of it.
Yeah, so those both came out around the same time. They were both very good. And even though TMNT, I think, got a pretty good thing, even though it did kind of jump the shark at the end, I would like to see Mr. Incorporated get one more season.
All right. Did you figure out your third one?
Steven Universe.
I feel like Beyond.
Say that again? What?
Steven Universe Beyond.
Future?
Oh, Future. That's what it was. I was like, is it Beyond or?
Steven Universe Future is a good epilogue. I think there's more stories to be told, though.
You just want the Steven Universe.
No, I think there's just more stories to be told. There are some characters that you can definitely have a continuation on. There's this character named Emerald. I'm thinking you would do a spin-off series of Lars being a space pirate with fighting Emerald, who just only appeared like twice, but the design I thought was super cool. She was super cool for the little bit of time she had. Also, I don't want to be mean. Steven Universe Future could have been better.
Yeah, it could have been better.
I enjoyed it. There were some things I'm sort of confused, like some decisions they made. I'm confused why they made it. So even if they don't want to do a spinoff and they just want to continue Steven Universe, I think it will be a good chance to try to rectify some decisions that they made. And and hashtag revive Steven Universe.
Steven Universe is in the top 3 show.
Say that again?
Steven Universe is in the top 3 show.
Okay.
Anyways. I have 4 more left, so I'm gonna go through them quickly because I don't think you have any more, right?
I got another.
Okay. So still gonna go through them quickly. So here's some good ones I thought of. Beelzebub. I love that show. As when I was younger, if it had a season 2, even though it probably deserves a remake at this point, but a season 2 of that or another season, a few more seasons of that was fire. Good one, Dead Man Wonderland. I feel like the culture needs that, a season 2. Breaking of Kings, I think that's already gonna come out with another season, but hey. And Prison School.
Prison School is funny.
Yeah, that's what I was just, as we were saying this, I was like, Prison School for the vibes. I remember when that came out, I was literally listening to it. I was like, bro, this is making me laugh. Like no other anime.
Like years before the anime came out. So when it finally announced, it's like, man, so this is how it feels. That I had never touched the anime.
You never watched it?
I never watched the anime.
Bro, it's funny to watch.
It ended early.
Yeah. It got to the point where they got out and now the student council are in there. But I'm like, you can't just end it there.
Yeah, I remember that. I was reading that. I got really,
and I know there's more. I know there's more because I see other characters and stuff. Like, we need another season.
Like in one night, I feel like I almost like finished the entire series or some shit. I don't even know what was read back then. I read a lot.
Bro, so don't cut up like this.
Sorry, I'm not gonna lie. Marvel released a new clip for their next movie. Looking at it, shit kind of goes hard. Thunderbolts.
Okay.
The next BoJack Horseman, I feel like is not. It's less. I think it needs another season. More that I wish they just never ended it like where it ended. I kind of wish there was a season or 2 before the last season. The creators said they had more story to tell. I believe them. They got canceled though. They had to make a final season off the cuff. Which, by the way, I will applaud them today for getting such a good final season when they weren't really ready to tell it yet. But I think it would be cool if they had another season for that final one.
You know what? If we get big enough as a channel, like I'm talking about like big time YouTuber big, where you can like have your own companies and shit, I wouldn't mind like greenlighting some of these return shows. I'm like, yo,
buy the show.
Yeah, we're like, yo, listen, we're fans, we understand it, we're gonna let you cook.
If we get that big, I'm pitching my show. And then this, and then the cafe, the podcast. I won't quit, but it's gonna be like once a month.
Is just gonna hit us with the achievement hunter? Rooster Teeth's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go into management. I'm gonna hire my new. I'm gonna stay 10 toes down for you guys.
I'll be around, you'll see me once a month on the cafe.
They all say, and then they're like, you know what? I don't want to go this episode, and they just stop showing up. I'll be here for you guys.
Yeah, and I also will be around. You can find me on Twitter.
But don't.
Speaking of that, follow my Instagram.
Oh my god.
Follow
Anyways,
my newly made Instagram specifically for YouTube, because as much as I love you guys, I don't love you guys enough for you to peek us at my real life.
I need to make one for personal reasons. But yeah, that was segment 3, and we only have one more segment left. And they're calling us. They're trying to call us. We gotta get through this.
I'm going straight to ignore. We gotta finish this out.
Unfortunately, we didn't have any new comments to read for today, but
I wasn't even leave. I wanted to just understand the obvious silence of comments today.
Yeah. No. We need to mention it. So even though there's no comments, make sure you guys leave some, even if it's like a little joke or something. We appreciate any of it, and any and all of it. I think that's the real reason why they've been texting us like, I ain't getting no comments.
Exactly. You're the reason we're about to kiss.
I'm not saying that.
You guys, you watchers, are the reason we might have a season 2.
Anyways, so we're gonna get into we're gonna get into segment 4. Book club.
Woo.
So Chase, did you do the assignment?
Yep. Actually,
right.
More than what I assigned myself. I did one
exactly, because I was like, oh, one. What the fuck?
Yeah, I only did one more chapter.
Like, how are you gonna read 3 chapters and like, I'm really into this story.
I did.
All right, tell me what you know.
Chapter.
I will say this: like, I didn't realize I've seen the name last week, and I was like, I know about this. Reading it, I didn't realize I like already read it some of it before. So tell me what you think, Chase.
It was alright. Like I said, I understand now after reading some isekais, watching some isekais, how our people distaste for it. I don't think I dislike isekais anywhere near as some people do. My problem with it is I don't think I'm enjoying like the real world quote unquote jokes in my fantasy story. In chapter 2 or 3, the main character was just talking about some of the low lives, the peasants, so to speak. And say, yeah, man, these are my future business partners. And like, sure, it's funny. It was just like, I get it though. It's because you're from Earth. You're from our world.
Yeah, like it's like if we were in that situation, like, yeah, these poor people, I know how to take advantage of them. They're going to be my clients.
Yeah, I understand. It's just, I don't know, it was just throwing me off.
It takes you out of the fantasy, the fantasy of the world.
Yeah. But overall, it was a fun read. It was pretty funny. I might read more. I just knew for a fact I wasn't able to read too much. But yeah, the first 4 chapters I read were very fun. I like the setting a bit. I like the characters mostly so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the main character, I was like, I like his approach. He's like, you know what? I don't want to ever go back to school. Unfortunately, get hit by a car. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna live a comfortable life. I'm not trying to do too much. I'm not trying to save nobody. I just want to get a good paying job.
Yes, sir.
I was like, imagine having that mindset as a kid. Like, your life would be a lot more productive.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna learn magic so I can get in this academy. I'm gonna get this nice paying job, and I'm just gonna chill. Also,
sorry, Ace, I'm gonna have to send this to you. Cut this out.
Okay.
I need to stop scrolling on this fucking podcast. So I just saw this, right? And then, like, I kept on rereading it. I was like, am I like this supposed to be a joke or like watched no one mentioning it, and then finally I saw this comment. I was like, okay. And I thought I was going crazy. I'm like, is this not like a joke about her, or like is this really just an article? Oh shit. Sorry. Okay. I'm just so confused about being gaslit.
I'm confused. So this is a serious article, and people are just like talking about her, or
yes, like
I mean, granted.
no. Sorry. It was this article. Obviously, I thought, like, when I clicked, I thought the comments were going to be about, her. But like the first few well, now it changed. That's crazy. Gaslight. The first few comments were actually talking about the article, or like the picture or whatever, saying like, "Oh wow, pulling out Paige's teeth, that hurts, whatever." And I'm like, am I tripping? Is this like an actual, like, just serious post about the dentist?
Is she actually a police officer? Does she actually work like this? Wait, where's
no way? It has to be fake.
French
This has to be fake.
dentist?
French? Okay. No, they wear like actual uniforms. There's no way. She's like wearing leggings, bro.
Yeah, she's wearing leggings and a t-shirt. That's a police.
This has to be fake. It has to be a fake video, bro. Okay, sorry. I couldn't hold in my laugh.
All right, we're back. So they showed me something funny, but that's besides the point. But yeah, like I really do like I like the characters. From where your point is, did the one girl come? The brown skin girl?
No, I have not seen a brown skin girl yet.
Oh, yeah, so you haven't seen her yet? Yeah, she's like I'm trying to remember, was she? He's just like slowly collecting a harem, just doing his regular job. I thought the prince was funny. The prince part was funny. Where he's like, bro, I just didn't want to be the 100th prince.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll take 99, but 100th? Oof. Couldn't be me.
He's actually number 97.
Oh, 97. Oh. I thought he was 99. My bad.
He didn't want to be on the cusp.
Bro, imagine having 100
kids. He just was be 97. Yeah.
Wait, what did they say? Guarantee all 100 was his, or could it be? Could be his.
I think it was like could be.
Bro, that's too many kids.
But regardless, if you have
enough fact checks
where you could maybe have 100 kids, that's too much. No matter how much money you got, bro.
I don't care what.
No matter how much money you got, if you get past like 5, I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, and that's
you pushing into the Nick Cannon,
but yeah, Nick Cannon
era.
I legitimately, respectfully feel like Nick Cannon's kind of a piece of shit. I don't think you should have that many kids, bro, by yourself.
You're polluting our gene pool.
Yes, you should not have that many kids, especially with that many different like baby mamas. No matter how no matter how much money you have, there is no way every single one of those kids feel like they're equally loved.
I feel like we talked about this before.
We probably did, not for the podcast.
I think for a podcast.
Oh well, hey,
on season 0.
Maybe it was on season 0. But no matter how much time you feel like you're spending with your kids, there's just not enough time in the week.
There's 24 hours in a day. You're probably up for a little more than half of it.
Is WrestleMania still going? I think it's still.
I believe so. Yeah.
So yeah, there's no way you have enough time, especially when Wild 'N Out is actively shooting, where you're like being able to spend this much time with all your kids semi-equally to make them all feel semi-equally loved. There's just no way. But yeah,
bro, no, I know what he's doing. He's like, yo, everyone get on Discord. We're gonna have a group call.
Honestly, if all of his kids get like old enough, that'd be kind of a crazy podcast.
What would it be called?
Ooh, man.
I wanted to say like the Nickelodeon, but I was like, that's too close to Nickelodeon.
The Cannon Bunch. They could do the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch song. Cannon Bunch. Cannon Bunch. That was on there? I feel like I did that way off.
Oh,
It's whatever. Another way, yeah, 100 plus kids is crazy. He said he didn't want to be in the hundreds, meaning it's more than 100.
Oh yeah, there's one. He's like, let me keep the double digit, and the firstborn is the only one that matters.
Right? Like,
bro, what's the point of more kids?
Bro was really just trying to repopulate.
It's either that or it's like, bro, you need Murray, because I'm like, I need a DNA test on some of these kids. I don't remember you. Like, yeah, that's your son. When? Like, at this point, anybody can be your kid. But yeah, that was fun.
Another thing. So this is the thing that I also didn't like, but it's not necessarily their fault. It's more just actually I feel like there's a lot of manhwas, and especially real quick, is Sword Art Online a manhwa? Or is that this is a light novel?
Light novel.
Huh. Any other way, manhwas like love this thing where the main character is just like that nigga. And that's fine. I know people like that. That's whatever. Me personally, I've never been a fan of main characters like that. So like, I thought it was fine, whatever. Until I got to chapter 2. I think it was chapter 2. Maybe it was chapter 3. Where he was like, man, this is much. It's when the headmaster was putting pressure on them or whatever with magic.
And he was like,
and bro was like, man, this is actually getting pretty easy. It must be easy for everybody. And he just like starts looking around. And the headmaster's like, he's just moving around. Well, he didn't. Like, he wasn't shocked
like,
or anything. I was like, huh? He's just moving around, whatever. I was like, oh, I'm doing this again, huh? So now that you told me that he's also getting all the baddies too, I'm like, yeah, I kind of expected it.
I'm trying to think of one that doesn't like follow that, where the main character isn't him.
The one that
I don't think I can think of one.
Actually, there's two manhwas. Oh, I can't remember the name. That part of me, I don't know why I don't like it, but it like annoys me. And there's this manhwa named Dice, and there's this manhwa named
I've heard of Dice, but
Unordinary, I think it's called. And
like, that's the okay.
Like, at least with Unordinary, I can remember Dice that well anymore. I haven't read it in like years. I think I was still in high school when I read it. But at least with Unordinary, like, I'm not sure what I want, because he was a bully victim. I don't exactly want him to like stay a victim forever. I think I just really don't like the fact that
you want him to be in the middle ground.
Yeah, like he went from straight victim to straight. It was like he was a victim, but then it's like, oh, you hurt my friend. I'm this edgy badass. And now he's like just torturing people. I'm like, where's the middle ground here? I don't know. It's just like a thing manhwas do. But I'm trying to like be fine with it. It's just sometimes when I read it, it just grinds my gears a little bit. So yeah, I'm not really blaming this manhwa in specific. It feels like just kind of what they do. This was not as bad though. It hasn't made me feel. Yeah, it didn't like annoy me as much as like Unordinary or Dice did. So I give what's this?
It's more like it's like let me pull it up again. It's shit. I forgot the name. It's something magical. Academy. Let me scroll up.
Magical Academy. Is that it didn't like this one definitely has not made me feel like how I felt with those two yet.
It like it gives more of a MASH vibe.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Becoming a I don't think that's the full title right there. Life of a Magic Academy Mage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it. I do like it. I feel like it's been sound negative. I do like it so far.
All right, now we get into what we're gonna be doing next time.
Oh wait,
I'm a campaign for
Hold on, I think I got a text. Okay.
What they say?
They're saying that we are renewed for season 2. Oh,
Let's go!
And we get Gem back.
Yeah, they made him watch Luminous Witches. I don't know
They
why.
made him watch Luminous Witches.
They
It's
tortured
actually
that
the reason
man.
why. Yeah. They had to watch all 12 episodes. That's how we came back for season 2. They said we got to act up a little bit because certain people want Sega sponsorships. Certain people want. Fuck, you just mentioned it earlier this episode. Fuck, I forgot it. But yeah, man, we're back for season 2. I'm gonna be a goody two shoes from now on. No more H-Man talk. That nigga in Canada, stop being weird. I gotta behave more.
He's out of Canada. He's in Texas now.
Oh, man, that's where all the
And
alt-right weirdos go.
Canada and Texas.
That's where all the weirdos go these days. I bet it's Austin or Houston. It's one of those.
I think it is Austin.
I don't know what's with these people. The second they just go down a crazy pipeline, they're like, it's time to move to Texas. Specifically Austin or Houston.
Yeah, because it's a quick escape route into Mexico.
But yeah, man, I'm so excited for season 2. So yeah, man, let's see. What are we watching? For the first episode of season 2.
Orbs, or what's the thing Jam's been trying to get us to watch? I forgot the name of it.
You gotta repeat Jam after
for watching Luminous Witches.
Yeah. Wait, what the fuck is it called? When I looked up Orb, all I got is it Orb time?
It's Orb time.
It's Orb time. We'll put it in the description. First 3 episodes of
Bro, why did I type Orb time? I think Orb on the moments of the Earth. I think that's what it is.
Yes. On the movements of the Earth.
It's Orb time, guys.
It's Orb time. This is gonna make $1 billion. All
right. So we're watching 3 episodes, right?
Yep.
And I guess we'll see you guys next season.
Wait, hold on, man. Wait. Oh, wait. Is this releasing the 2nd?
The 2nd, yeah.
So, never mind. I'm never gonna sit there.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, may the 4th be with you.
All right, now get out.
Okay, yeah, you gotta leave.
Yeah. They said we can still do this part because it's funny.
Yeah,
it's on brand for us. So
it's on brand. Yeah. The brands wouldn't mind it. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah, your food gotta stay. You cannot take it to the street. You're just losing your money.
No. You gotta pay for our disposal because you can't bring our food with you. So yeah, gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Bye. Leave the drinks
and your wallet. All right, we see you guys later. Peace out.